So now that we have looked at schedule crunching, I have included some time management theories on Canvas for you to download and read, look at, reflect upon, evaluate for yourselves on which time management theories would be good for you, which can help you work more efficiently, more productively, and focus better, such as the Pomodoro technique or the energy management theory, which are quite holistic theories, and well, energy management is and allows you to stay productive in all aspects of your life, let's say. Okay, let's move on to the concept of instant versus delayed gratification. I love this concept because it is so fundamental. Instant gratification is feeling good right now, and it is so enticing, it feels so good because it gives you a dopamine kick, which delayed gratification doesn't do. Instant gratification is like, there's a piece of cake, I want it now, I'm going to eat it now and feel good right now, but later I might feel bad actually. And examples of instant versus delayed gratification could be YouTube instead of studying. YouTube is like easy, it's fun to do, and studying is harder and uncomfortable right now. Sports versus taking a nap. Taking a nap is the easy route. It makes you feel nice, comfortable. Sport is physical discomfort. You're sweating, your heart is racing. It's painful in your muscles, Okay. The thing with instant gratification is that it jeopardizes your goals and your well-being in the long term because you damage yourself. Eating that cake, taking drugs, excessive drinking of alcohol, they all feel good right now, but afterwards, they actually make you feel bad. Have you ever eaten loads of chocolate, and I mean loads and loads of chocolate, a little bit too much? Afterwards, you feel kind of shitty, but in the moment, it feels good whilst you're eating it. It tastes nice. Sport, for example, is painful, it's tough. Instead, you could just take a nap, not do any sport. It feels good now whilst you're not doing sport, but in the long run, your health might suffer from it. And I have a little bit of an alternative explanation to this, which I will read out, which I've written myself. Instant gratification blocks your own growth. It's a way of life, actually. It's a bad way of life. You indulge in one aspect that is likely to merge into other aspects. So if you decide to not hit the gym, eat that cake, all that stuff, you're more likely to not hit the gym tomorrow or procrastinate more while studying. It compounds. And when you ignore the monster, which is the hard work, and you indulge in instant gratification, the monster grows and grows until it is so big you can't ignore it anymore. And this is when you have a big issue in your hand. It's where you take loads of drugs, you have given up your studies, you've dropped out, and what's even worse, the dragon under your bed, the monster, tells its monster friends, hey, come over, join me under this bed. This guy, this girl doesn't even know I'm here. He or she is ignoring me, and it's all fun and games. And then you have loads of monsters under the carpet, which keep growing and harder to face then, because you have no job, you have health problems because you're drinking, taking drugs, you have relationship problems because the excessive behavior is damaging them, and aspect after aspect of your life starts to crumble, and that's very dangerous. In order to overcome instant gratification, you must have a vision which justifies the sacrifice of instant gratification in exchange for a delayed reward. So let's say you say, okay, I'm going to study now because I need that job which will help me save or reduce the poverty levels in the world. Yeah, that's why instant gratification as a leader is very dangerous, because it risks you succeeding and damaging yourself. And if you damage yourself, you can't lead others because you can't even take care of yourself. Delayed gratification, on the other hand, is where you give up a reward now in order to get it later, and right now you go through an uncomfortable feeling. So you give up momentary satisfaction for discomfort in order to reap a larger benefit in the future. Now, what's very interesting is I truly believe those people who can delay gratification more are more successful in all aspects of their life on average. There was a famous marshmallow experiment where they got children, sat them down and put a marshmallow in front of them. And they said to the children, if you can not eat the marshmallow, if you can avoid eating the marshmallow for 10 minutes, if you can resist the marshmallow for 10 minutes, you get another marshmallow then at the end, and you can eat both of them. Of course, some kids couldn't help themselves. They just ate the marshmallow. They couldn't delay their gratification. Some kids, however, were able to ignore the marshmallow, try and resist it, and then got 2 marshmallows in the end. And they tracked those children throughout their lives, the children who were able to resist it and the children who weren't able to resist it. And what they found is the kids who were able to resist it were more average in all aspects of their life: career, education, family, relationships. Very, very interesting. That's why I care about this topic so much, because it's so fundamental. Yes. And what you do is you basically face the dragon whilst it's there and destroy it before it grows into something bigger. And that again merges into all aspects of your life. If you hit the gym, you get this momentum, and then you decide to study more and you eat healthily. It just compounds and compounds. And here are some examples of delayed versus instant gratification. If you have an unhealthy lifestyle, you smoke, you take drugs, you drink a lot, and you continue, you're likely to have health problems. And instant gratification is just where you say, okay, I'm just going to continue. It feels good when I smoke and drink in the moment. Delayed gratification is where you decide to say, okay, I'm going to try and smoke less. I'm going to not drink this weekend. It's uncomfortable. It's breaking a bad habit. It's tough for you, but it'll save you in the future, and you will get a huge reward of better health in the long term. Whereas instant gratification, you jeopardize yourself by hurting your health, and you might get cancer then in the future, and that's not good. Another example is studying versus having fun. Studying is very boring sometimes, well, a lot of the times, studying for an exam, or you could just procrastinate, which is instant gratification, but in the long term, you might fail your exams and not get your degree. Yeah, if you study, you may get good grades, get your degree, and then get an excellent job, which helps you save the world, something like that. Another example is a relationship. Let's say you have a partner who you're not getting along with anymore, who you're struggling with, who you don't communicate with properly anymore. Now, instant gratification would be to just not confront them, not discuss it with them, just continue in the relationship and act like everything's okay when you bloody know well it's not okay. Delayed gratification would be to say, I'm going to talk to my partner, discuss it, figure it out. We might break up, it might be heartbreaking, whatever, but in the end, you will know afterwards that person wasn't right for you. You will have more time to find you'll have more time to work on yourself or find someone else who's better for you in the long term, and that's the greater reward. So focus on delaying gratification. Really, those people who can delay it will succeed on average more in life. I truly believe that. Society rewards those people who can delay gratification. Period. So take that away from this workshop. Delayed gratification is so important. It's the hard way, it's the road less traveled by people, but it's the one that will make you succeed. Full stop. Thanks for listening.